Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be covering the brand new update that just came out, which is the hat update for Sneezing Simulator. In this, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys the brand new code that was just added into the game, as well as show you some of the stats on the rarest hats that I was able to get from the current last zone being outer space. On top of that, I also want to touch up a little bit on a couple of the issues that I have with this update, because some things are really not all that fair, but we're going to be going over all of that in the video. So let's go ahead and waste no more time and get right into it. So for starters, let's go ahead and get the code out of the way. If you're just starting the game, this will help you out just a little bit, but if you put in the code hat time, it will give you 20 infection points. This will help you kind of get started and really make things just a little tiny bit easier for you. Now, of course, if you are a player that has been playing this for a while, this code will be extremely useless for you. So in my opinion, I would suggest not even wasting your time with this. So let's go ahead now and move into the brand new hats that were added into the game. So based off of the notes that I'm reading in the background, it says new feature hats. Find them in all worlds around the map, collect them for special bonuses. One thing that's really important about this is that each zone will have its own respective loot crate that you can go up to it and purchase it with points. In the starting area, you will find the basic crate. Inside of here, you will find 2 basic hats, 2 common hats, 2 rare hats, 1 legendary, and 1 mythic. Now, I obviously have 3 evolutions and I have more than enough money to go to the outer space and buy the crates over there, so I really didn't spend any money on the starting zones. But one thing that I will say about each and every single crate is that getting the legendary and mythic is practically impossible. And honestly, this is where I had a little bit of an issue. If we look at the game passes that were just added in, we can obviously see the regular old game passes, like adding in a second hat into your character that helps you out a little bit more. These I really don't have a problem with. 2 that I really had an issue with are the ones that are lucky and the super lucky game pass. The reason for this is because it really seems like if you don't own these game passes, the legendary and mythics just don't pop up. Now, before some of you say, well, you haven't actually invested any time into it, I will show you guys in the background right now that I spent hundreds of millions, if not billions of points on the last one, and I wasn't even able to see the mythic or the legendary one time. And I obviously don't mean being able to get it because I wasn't expecting it to get it that quick, but I didn't even see it come out in the actual slideshow. It is very possible that this could just be a bug, because I know that when the hats actually did drop, there was a little bit of an issue where you would open up a box and it would just kind of stay in the animation of it opening it, and it would just kick you out of the game. Now, as I said before, I went ahead and spent probably billions on the actual outer space box, and I wasn't able to see the mythic or the legendary one time, so I figured I would go ahead and drop 125 Robux on the box that's right next to it that guarantees either a rare, the legendary, or the mythic. Honestly, I had a really strong feeling that this was going to happen, but as soon as I opened the box, the only thing that I was able to see was straight rares. There was literally not a single legendary or mythic in sight, not even one that I was able to pass by, which was really unfortunate. But regardless, with all of that venting out of the way, the 2 rares that are located in the outer space crate actually do provide some really good stats. So it's very possible that it's intended to be that way, and the other hats are just extremely OP. Really quickly, I'm going to show you guys the stats on the 2 rares that are located in the outer space crate, because honestly, I have a really strong feeling that people are going to get confused when they read it really quickly. But if we take a look at the first hat called Stitch Side, it says this hat gives you an additional 350,000 points per infect. This is important to keep in mind, because if you were to look at it really quickly and you were to look at both of the rare hats, it would be extremely confusing if you were just looking at the number. In the case of this hat, you would get your normal infection points every single round of NPCs, and on top of that, they will add 350,000. For the second hat that I'm showing in the background, it is called the Black Iron Branches. This one says this hat makes citizens add an additional 25,000 to your total infected. Now, again, at first glance, when you look at this, you'll be like, well, 25,000, 350,000, obviously the Stitched is better. That is not the case, because the way that this one works is it adds 25,000 on top of your total infected when your citizens are taking down the NPCs. So again, the Black Iron Branch is for your total infected, and the Stitched one is for your points. For that reason, I would go ahead and recommend that you get your hands on both of these, which honestly is really not that hard, because if you look at the price of the crate in this zone, it is only going for 25 million, and it's extremely easy if you have this entire zone maxed out to get billions every single minute. But yeah, just a quick little video for today. I really wanted to share all this information with you guys because I thought this was a really cool update. I'm glad that they added something that we can actually farm towards now. Although I am a little bit bitter about the fact that there is no mythic and legendaries popping up unless you probably buy the game passes. I'm still going to be trying to farm for it without the game passes. But of course, if it triggers me enough, I will most definitely buy the game passes and end up just getting the legendary and mythic hat because I really do want to get those. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of different content. It looks like Sneezing Sim is going to be having another update in about 35 hours, adding a brand new world, so hopefully we'll be checking that out. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys as always for showing so much support to the channel and to all of the videos. I really do appreciate it, and that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. So like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.